Welcome back, Warriors. Welcome back. What's up, stranger? How you doing? I feel good. Hope you guys are feeling fantastic. I hope you guys are excited about another season. Don't throw your stones, don't throw your bricks, don't bury me yet. Don't bury me yet. I know we left season 5 off kind of weird, just up and disappeared, right? Well, we're gonna get into all of that. But before we get into all of that, make sure you're liking, you're sharing, you're liking and you're sharing, and you're getting ready for a whole new season. After we explain what happened last season and we put that in the, we unpack that and put that away, buckle your seatbelts up for season 6. Let's get ready for the show. Welcome back, Warriors. I'm your host, Brian Sales, and I just went blank. I'm gonna finish the intro. I'm your host, Brian Sales, also known as the Warrior. Trying to get situated again. Every time I start up a whole new season, there's new adjustments, new things. We've, as you see, we've done some upgrading to the studio. Well, the studio, but the office. We've done some upgrading to the system, and right now I'm battling this wire. It's always something. It's always something. But we're gonna press for it anyway. We're gonna press. We're gonna press because we're committed to pressing this season. All right, we're committed to pressing this season. But as you see there, I am the host of the Warriors Vision podcast, and as I said before, my name is Brian. Many of you know me as the Warrior, and welcome to season 6. Welcome to season 6, guys. I know we left off on season 5. We left off on season 5 with a lot of questions, right? We left off on season 5 with a lot of questions, like what happened? Where is he at? Is this the end of the season? Is he podcasting anymore? What is going on? Um, and that might not have even been questions that you've had in your own head. But for me, I had those questions. What am I doing? Season 5, I came back, after I left the box that I was in for the business. After I left that, I was going to refocus on what we were doing here and, make sure we get these episodes out and blah, 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 blah. But that didn't happen. Time got away from me. And then I was like, you know what? It's a little bit too late to jump back into season 5 and put out an episode. So I was like, you know what? Let's just let it die. Let season 5 die. And we'll come back season 6. But the whole time, we were in season 5, I was already prepping for season 6. I was trying to upgrade some things. As you see, I put in some work. I did some things. I've changed some things up. I've added some things. I've done some creative things to the podcast. So that's what I've been doing. Not to mention all along with all the things that I'm doing here on the land of Warriors at the homestead. And what else? Just prioritizing my life and things that matter first. So I'm not saying that this podcast doesn't matter, but I had to get some things in order. I had to refocus. We're gonna talk about that in a later episode. Trying to multitask and being committed. It works, but it doesn't work. So you got to be careful with that. As you see there, I was focused, but I was so spent on so many other things. I couldn't hone in on the things that I needed to be doing. So we're definitely gonna talk about that. But season 5 is going and dead. And if you want to, still check it out, it's there on Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon. It's there. It's on YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you are subscribing to the channel, turn on your notifications, hit that like button, comment, share it with a friend, family, foe, whoever you need to share it with. Share it, share it, share it, share it. Because season 6 is going to be explosive. I mean, I say that about every season, but every season is explosive with good episodes to make you think, that are thought provoking, to, all to better yourself, right? To better yourself in many different situations that you may encounter within your own life. So, again, another bomb season that we have planned for you this year, or in this season of season 6. As you see there at the title, What's New Season 1. Matter of fact, quick update, guys. I want to let you know we are 7 episodes away from 100. Let's go ahead. Hold on. Let me find something for you guys. 100. We're about to be at 100 episodes. I never would have thought. Hold on. Let's pause. We're about to be at 100 episodes. That's exciting. Even with the kind of up and down with the scheduling and trying to get episodes out, and within the move of moving from Virginia to Alabama, and then moving within Alabama to another location, and everything that's been going on, we're still about to hit 100 episodes. We're in our 6th season. We're up to 3,000 downloads. So those things you got to celebrate, right? You can't compare your situation. You can't compare what you're doing to what someone else is doing, and if you do that, you're gonna, you know, be down on yourself because you're looking at what someone else is doing. Can't do that. You got to focus in on what you're doing and appreciate those small victories. That's another thing that I learned. That's what's new. I'm learning to appreciate the small victories, the small victories. I'm learning to, I never was really big into, comparing myself to someone else. Never was into that. But every now and then, because we're human, right? I'm human. I'll look over and be like, little mumbles, a little grumbling, but nothing too major because I pull myself back and be like, hey, focus on what you're doing. Don't worry about what's going on outside of you. Focus on what you're doing and what you can control. And so that's what I've been doing. And I've been trying to make sure that I celebrate. And I'm not talking about like popping bottles or going crazy, but I recognize, hey, that's a little milestone. Good job, good job. Now let's double that. Let's hit the next one. Let's hit the next one. Let's hit the next one. So it's good to celebrate those small victories, no matter how big they are. Celebrate those small victories. Excuse me. So with that, so much has been going on. My baby girl, she's about to be 1 here next week. She's she's running the show. Got to keep up with her. She's all over the place. She just started walking. Uh, at first, she was doing like this bear crawl, bear crawling around on the floor, and then she was testing out the walking thing. And I'm telling you, she would practice walking from a little space. About for 10 minutes, she would practice. She would fall, get back up, go back to her starting position, and walk again. She'll fall, get back up, go back to her starting position, and walk again. And to watch her be so determined in, making sure that she got further and further each time from the last time was just, I was like, wow. She doesn't know that she shouldn't be, that she failed and that she should just stop because she failed the first time. All she knows is that she wants to get further and further. And that's another thing that I'm that I'm taking away from that is that, no matter how many times I fall, no matter how many times it doesn't go the way I think it should go, right? I need to keep going. I need to keep going. And no matter it doesn't matter. I need to keep going and being able to watch her grow up and watch her, experience different things has been a blessing to me because I apply it to my own life and I'm just, what can I do better? What do I need to push through? What do I, even though I'm stumbling here, what do I need to, dust myself off, get back up and keep going? Yeah, I need to be doing that. If she's doing that, she doesn't know no better. If she's doing that, I need to be doing the same thing. I need to be setting the example. And so, just watching her grow up has been an amazing thing. As you guys know, in season 5, I talked about the episode was titled "It's Different Now." Being able to be a father in the home instead of being a father, a part-time father, for lack of better words. Because hey, go check out the episode, season 5. It is different now. It is so much different. Being able to be in the same home with my children, and to see them grow up, especially her from baby to whatever age she ends up leaving the house. But it's amazing. It is a beautiful thing. Again, I don't complain about the late nights, the early mornings, the crying, the none of that. I just smile and be like, man, this is awesome. This is awesome. So I'm appreciating my baby. She's gonna be 1, like I said, next week, and it's just exciting time. She loves being outside. Um, what else we got going on? My son, he recently just got baptized, so that was exciting. I'm also reading the Bible. I just started reading the Bible. I grew up in church, but I never read the Bible, which is weird, right? But now I'm reading the Bible so I can get my own understanding of the Bible and have my own relationship with God. And it is I highly recommend that you read the Bible. If you don't believe in God, I pray that will turn from that and find Him, right? And once you find Him, or once you start seeking Him, read the Word, and I pray that you have an open mind while reading the Word, so you can understand what's being said and apply it to your own life and see that He's real. So it's been so many things that's been going on, and we're gonna talk about it all in this season. A little change to the format. Well, I guess not really the format, but kinda. We're gonna add some stuff to this season. We're gonna talk about some of the trending topics and news. As you guys know, we're on Twitter and we have been growing on Twitter. But you know, Elon, the um, self-proclaimed free speech savior of America, is definitely not all free not all free speech. He's not about free speech as he has proclaimed, and as the people have anointed him, right? Shadow ban is still a thing. Banning people is still a thing. Allowing crazy content that they allow on there to be on there, and certain things that other people say can't be said. So it is a weird world. So we're definitely going to dive in on the Twitterverse, um, and talk about some of the trending topics on Twitter. As a matter of fact, let's see if we can pull one up real fast. I'm not going to take too much of the time. Oh wow, hold on. What is going on here? We got something. My video. There we go. So we're gonna see what's trending on that wonderful app that they love to tweet about. Sorry if the clickety clack clack is so loud, but I'm typing. So right now, what's happening in your world? We right now Matt Walsh, and I'm pretty sure that's the Matt Walsh from the Daily Wire. Let's see. Yeah, that's probably the Matt Walsh from the Daily Wire who's trending. He probably said something about trans people or someone in the LBGTQ, AFMLP, QRX. I had to throw all those letters in because Apple would definitely tag your podcast and remove you for hate speech. Crazy world, right? Didn't really even say anything, but it is a crazy world. We got Andy Ngo, don't know who that is, and then we got Black August and Michigan. So I'm pretty sure Michigan is talking about football. But yeah, we're gonna cover some things in the news topic as we did in season 3. But this time we're gonna go and use the Twitterverse so I can show you how crazy and how ridiculous um, times are. Yeah. We're gonna break it down and discuss some of these things. We're not gonna spend a lot of time on it. We're just gonna highlight some of it, and I'm gonna give you my opinion on it, and then we're gonna fly. We're gonna fly because, like I said, we're about solutions. We're about doing things that matter. But I also know the importance of knowing what's going on, right? The importance of knowing what's going on, and then leaving it at that, because people love to know what's going on and then get consumed about what's going on, and then they end up causing themselves to have anxiety. They're worried, and now they're depressed, and they're scared. They're fear and all this other. We don't play that over here. We're warriors. We look for solutions. We create solutions, or we recognize that, hey, this is something that I ain't got no power. This has nothing to do with me. This is going to happen whether I'm here or I'm not here. So what I need to focus on is the things that I can control. Facts. All right. So we're going to talk about news topics. We're going to talk about, we're still talking about, creating that mindset for you warriors, making sure your mindset is strong and you're able to stand and be bold in your beliefs. With that, we're going to talk about homesteading. We didn't really get to dive into that in season 5. We're going to talk about homesteading. We're going to talk about health and fitness. We're going to talk about self-defense. We're going to talk about, so many different things. And we might have some special guests, show up in the office and have some conversation about some things. I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to throw that out there because another thing that I'm learning, what's new, is that I don't need to speak on everything. I don't have to, I don't have to speak on everything. Just, allow it to happen if it's going to happen. A lot of times, I would catch myself getting excited about something, so I'll throw it out there, and then it don't happen, and I'm like, mm, uh, that stings, or I wish I wouldn't have said nothing, right? So, those things I want to, I'll maybe acknowledge it in my head and let that be it. And when the time comes for it to happen, then we will announce it. But until then, we'll speculating to have new guests. we're hoping to bring on some new guests. We're hoping to interview some people and touch on some topics that will get you thinking, and that can be beneficial to you in this season. What else are we covering in season 6? I think that's it. We adding the things about the news. We're adding more topics on health and fitness and self-defense, firearm training. Still building that mindset of a warrior, and we're gonna dabble into some of the things that I'm reading in the Bible. My walk with God right now, and building that relationship and all of that. We just gonna cover it all. We're just gonna cover it all. But we're definitely not gonna. I just want to make this very clear. We're not gonna spend a lot of time on the new stuff. I just want to show you what's going on and show you what people's responses are to the news, and then we're gonna go, and then we're gonna move on to something else. So it's not gonna be a whole episode on news topics. Just a quick, probably at the beginning of the show, and then we're gonna jump into our own topic on things that actually matter, that we can actually apply to our own life and affect change, right? So what else that is new? I had a list, but my podcast worksheet is not available to me for some reason. Oh, what's new? So that I do a lot of freestyling with my shows. I do a lot of freestyling. I'm in the moment most of the time. And you can, you've seen the videos. If you've seen the videos, you've seen the videos where I'm in mid thought, where I would say something and I'm thinking about that, and then something else will pop in my head and I bring that up, right? But it's not where I'm like ping ping all over the place. Is as I'm thinking about it, I'm processing more information and I go deeper into it and I go deeper into it, So this time I'm going to be writing my stuff down or typing my stuff out so that it's more precise. Not saying that I wasn't precise before, because I love freestyling, because especially on topics that are very dear to me, right? The topics that I know, like when I'm speaking about myself. But I don't want to go off on a tangent. So that's why I want to pull myself in and make sure I follow my talking points and stay on task and be done with the episode. Sometimes, it may go that way, and sometimes it may not. I might just be like, whatever. This is what I'm feeling. This is what I experienced, and you need to get this. You need to get this because you can apply it to your own life and be a better person. So we're gonna do some script and we're gonna do some off script. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun and it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna see how this actually goes, and if it's a hit, then if I like how it's flowing and if it feels, because I don't want anything that I'm doing to feel rehearsed. I don't want it to feel generic. And I don't want it to be perfect, if that makes any sense. I want it to be as human as possible. I don't I don't mind when I mess up a word. I don't mind when I You know, right as you see right here, I'm thinking about things because I'm having a conversation. So I don't mind that. I'm not a big podcast. I'm doing this because I feel like that I can help someone with the things that I've been through. I can help someone with the things that I see. I can help someone with how my brain operates and how I stand on what I stand on. There's no flip flopping. I feel like I can help someone, and if I can help at least one person each season, one person, then I've done what I needed to do, right? If I can do that one time for one person each season, no matter how many episodes are on, if I do that, then I've done what I've set out to do. Um, Again, all the extra stuff is extra, and it would definitely be a boost. It would be appreciated. I would be, glad, and all the other adjectives, right? But if I can get that one person to turn around and change how they're thinking and how they're operating, and make them stand on what they believe, and they change the way that they're doing things, right? Then I will feel I know that I've done the right thing. So we're gonna do some freestyling. We're gonna do some scripting, and we're gonna go from there. We're gonna go from there. So I think we nailed it. I think we nailed it for episode 1. Again, this was just a season. Every time we start a season, it's to come in and let you know what's been going on, how you doing. Just to get my feet wet, to get the nerves out. I'm telling you guys, when I was thinking about this episode all day, and it's not a big episode, right? It's not nothing crazy or earth shattering, but it's because I had been away so long. And every time that I'm away from this microphone and from these cameras, these lights, I'm cooking in here right now for some reason. I always get nervous. I did a pre-test, not a pre-test, but I did a test on the live show. And that's another thing. We may be going live again. We may. I said maybe going live again. So don't hold me to it because I said maybe. We was going live on Twitter, and it was running smooth, and the internet was holding this, holding everything together. So we may do something on Twitter. I'm not gonna do it on YouTube because the videos go to YouTube. I may do something on Facebook. I don't know. I don't really like Facebook like that, but I am on Facebook. But I know I'm on Twitter, and I know that, I can poke the bear. I can poke the bear on Twitter, and we should have already been at 5,000, but it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Right now we've got our followers up to I don't like calling them followers, but we got our warrior community up to like 3,100, I believe. And that's just all off speaking truth and standing on what we believe. So since then, Mr. How would I describe this guy? He hates free speech, so he has throttled down my account. I have, like I said, 3,100, but my tweets are only seen by 60 or 70 people. Kind of weird, right? 60 or 70 people, and got 3,100 people on there. It should be about 5, maybe, make it more believable at 800 or 900, right, for a tweet. But nope, that's not how it goes. Anytime you talk about anything that's and the crazy thing, I don't really talk about anything besides the Constitution and the lack of accountability. I'm calling out weak men, as I've always been doing, and talking about homesteading type deals. That stuff doesn't go. But if I was to post something that had pride flag in it, or I'm pretty sure that's probably a tag word now. Anything that doesn't, whatever agenda is going on currently, if I was to post something about that in a good way, that tweet would go and it would go viral. I don't do memes. I don't find them amusing. Um, it's just not something I do. I talk about things that matter. I focus on things that matter. I try to, push people to, a lot of my tweets are about get up and move warriors. I'm trying to get people to be active, trying to get them to take care of themselves. And those tweets go nowhere. So we're going to we may do some live shows on Twitter so we can poke the bear and hopefully reach more people on that platform. I mean, I'm not going to deny it. The platform is pretty awesome where you can reach anyone from anywhere on this entire planet. So why not go there and do a live show here and there just to, see if we can find some new warriors, create some new warriors, and go from there. So with that being said, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and jump into our contacts info so that if you are looking for me, you can find me. As you see there, this podcast is brought to you by the Warriors Collection Network. I'm telling you, we're building an empire. We are building an empire. Follow us on IG at Warriors _collection _. You can follow the network Warriors _collection _network. On the network page, we have, we're showcasing what we're doing in the garden, our little homestead. What else we're doing? Whatever else we our soaps, recipes, not really recipes, but just different little things that is going on the homestead. That stuff is on the network page. The Warriors Collection page is our branding for our merchandise and all of that. So you can pick and choose which one you want to follow. Again, if you're watching this on YouTube at the Warriors Collection Network, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit that like button and turn on your notifications. This year, matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and set out a goal. I want to get to 500. This season, I want to get to 500 subscribers. So please share. Follow me on Twitter at SeeThroughIt1. That was the old and See Through It was the old podcast name. See Through It. Those are some good days. Follow us on TikTok at Warriors Collection Brand. That page, we're gonna be using it to, push our podcast, get some more listeners, and in hopes of creating more warriors. All right. Audio, you can catch us on Anchor FM, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Amazon, Overcast, Radio Public, Google Podcasts, Pocket Cast, Stitcher, and Breaker. All right. I've been trying to get on Pandora, but I don't know what's going on with that. But we'll see. We'll see. We're still working on it. We still are working on it. Again, folks, this has been fun. It's been exciting. And I hope you're ready for an explosive season 6 where we're going to talk about everything under the sun. All right. Get your popcorn ready. Get your popcorn ready. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be informational. It's gonna be thought provoking. You may want to throw a rock at me. You may want to ban my show after you hear some stuff. But hey, it's all right. It's all right. It's gonna get you'll sleep it off and wake up in the morning and be like, you know what? It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. It's all right. I can ignore that, or maybe I should, change the way I'm thinking about whatever, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm expecting some disagreements. I'm expecting some agreements. I'm expecting to make an impact on someone's life in this season 6. All right. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have a fantastic day, week, month. Stay safe out there. Remember, level up, train harder, be an asset for yourself, your family, and your community. The old throwback slogan from the See Through It podcast. Don't be blinded by the media. See through it. This has been Warrior on the Warriors Vision podcast. I will see you guys later. Peace.